TechOps 2017 here in Berlin. I'm standing here with Stephen Reeve from Arms Reliability Europe. So thank you very much for taking the time and welcome to the conference.
Thank you very much. Pleased to be here.
Yeah. So first of all, could you briefly introduce yourself, please, and tell us more about your company?
I'm Stephen Reeve from Arms Reliability, as you mentioned, General Manager for the Europe, Middle East, Africa region. Arms Reliability is a global reliability engineering company offering reliability consulting, training and associated technologies to multiple industries, including the pharmaceutical industry.
What role do you have on this conference here?
We've been here a few years now, and we're sponsoring a contributing sponsor to the event. It's really offering some of the multi-industry experience that we have to some of the delegates that are here. We're also presenting. We have some case studies we'll present later on today. We have some World Cafe sessions that we'll support tomorrow. So yeah, the role is really to offer up any advice and support to the companies and delegates that are here, as well as just learning, getting a feel for the pulse of the industry and the direction that it's moving in. There's already been some very interesting presentations this morning, and looking forward to the others over the next day and a half.
What are the solutions or services that you are offering? Can you go more into detail there?
It's a mix. So we talk about educating, empowering and equipping organizations. Through education, we will offer training services on various maintenance and reliability methodologies and subjects. Empowering in terms of we will go in and provide services to various organizations, which can be independent services that we provide to get an organization to a future state, somewhere they're trying to get to, but also bringing their teams with us along the way, just to make sure we're not just walking in, doing some work and leaving. We want to help facilitate learnings within an organization and increase the competency levels, and then equipping in terms of the technology. So whether that be software tools, either directly from ourselves or from some of the partners we work with, various software technologies that help in many industries but have specific value to the pharmaceutical industry.
And when looking at attending companies here, what would you say are currently and in future the main challenges in maintenance and plant availability?
I think listening to the sessions this morning and from when we've been here before, the pharmaceutical industry is at various stages of their reliability journeys. So I think pharmaceutical industry has been a very strongly performing financially industry. Relative to some other industries that we work in. So things like maintenance and reliability haven't been at the forefront of consideration for some organizations. I think some of the challenges they're having is now getting up to speed in terms of benchmarking themselves either against one another or against other industries who are maybe a bit further ahead or have a different line of thinking when it comes to maintenance and reliability strategies and information that they're seeking out. So we're interested to be here to work with the various companies and see the ones that are only starting on their journey, who need a bit more help, and then the ones that are further down the journey, if there's anything we can learn from them, co-learning amongst all their peer group and supporting some of that learning.
You already mentioned that you're going to have a presentation later on, and you will also moderate a World Cafe session tomorrow.
Yes.
Can you give us some insights already?
The session this afternoon is talking about addressing GMP challenges through maintenance optimization. We chose that subject matter specifically. One thing that's unique in this industry is around the GMP considerations of some of the work you can and cannot do when looking at some of the data you have, the direction you want to go in with regards to regulation and such. The session this afternoon is talking about some experience we have. We talk about the general principles, and then we will talk more about a specific case study, a company we've worked with that we've done some very interesting work around reliability-centered maintenance, the challenges we had initially with the project, the challenges that organisation were having, and then the outcomes we've been able to achieve and the value that's been brought, and obviously the return on the investment of working with a company such as us far outweighs that initial investment. So huge return for that organisation in terms of the work that we've done for them that we'll talk about a bit more this afternoon. In the World Cafe sessions tomorrow afternoon, we're talking about delivering and sustaining asset reliability across multiple sites. What we're seeing for a number of the companies here, that they're not only single site operations, they're multiple sites. So you don't want to be reinventing the wheel across a number of different locations. So things such as deploying maybe generic strategies across multiple sites, and then how you can vary those and fine-tune them to the specific operating conditions and such at various locations. So that's taking data from your CMMS system, managing that, reviewing the data that's there, and then deploying generic and modified strategies in a controlled manner. So it's something that we'll be talking about through those sessions tomorrow afternoon.
And what are your expectations regarding the conversations lying ahead? What are your expectations in general regarding the conference?
Similar to what we had last year. So I think engaging with the people that are here, it's a great forum for some joint learning. So as a sponsor, we're happy to support the event in terms of it being able to be accessible to all these different industry or to these different people within the industry this year. Obviously making sure we can let people know what our offerings are, the value that we can bring to the organisations, and strong networking. I mean, that's probably the strongest thing in terms of the networking opportunities that you make available through the way the event is structured, various breaks and sessions and social events and various things. So yeah, that's what we're very much looking forward to.
So I hope you're going to enjoy the networking and the rest of the conference.
Yeah,
thank you very much for
All right.
taking the time.
Great, thank you.
Thanks.